RAMI BLECKT, an extract from the book 10 Steps to Happiness, Health, and Success, a practical guide to personal fulfillment and optimum well-being. The first step: you can only reach your goal if you envisage it. Several thousand years ago, the great thinker Patanjali said, "When you are inspired by an exalted goal or some extraordinary idea, all your thoughts begin to tear the shackles which confine them. Your mind exceeds its limits, your conscience pushes away the boundaries of your abilities in all directions, and you begin living in a new, large, and beautiful world. Dormant powers, capabilities, and talents come to life, and you find yourself much greater than you have ever imagined." In ancient times, the philosophers believed that an individual's life starts from the moment one asks oneself, "Who am I? What is the meaning of my life? What do I live for?" Until then, a human being merely leads the life of a high-functioning animal, worrying only about eating, sleeping, copulating, and surviving. It reminds me of an old joke. "Doctor, am I going to live? What's the point?" Therefore, the first thing we must do is to ask ourselves these questions and do our best to find the answers. Ayurveda asserts that our health is comprised of 4 constituent parts, and the World Health Organization quotes almost word for word the lines of the ancient Ayurvedic treatise, the Sushruta Samhita, which defines health as full physical, emotional, psychological, and spiritual well-being. The third level is called swastha, literally established in oneself, which is actually an intellectual or psychological level. At this level, the person must answer the above-mentioned questions, otherwise he cannot be healthy, happy, and successful. This level is also considered to be the most important. Of course, first of all, a person must understand profound philosophical questions on the creation of the universe, the creator, and the nature of one's true self. A person should know the basic laws of creation and have a clear understanding of their life's purpose. A teacher once asked his disciple, "What is the most terrible tragedy of human life?" "It might be that a person cannot find answers to his questions," answered the disciple. "No, the tragedy is that he cannot find questions worth answering," replied the teacher. Even ordinary people, uninterested in deep philosophical questions, but wanting to be healthy and successful, must have a goal and understand clearly what they want from life. The clear delineation of our goals in all spheres of life is the main prerequisite for their accomplishment. It's already conventional wisdom that our thoughts are the basis of everything. That is to say, by means of our thoughts and desires, we create the reality around us. Desire is the most powerful force in our universe. Quote, "When a person totally dedicates himself to something, the course of the universe changes to help him." Unquote. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. According to statistics, slightly less than 3% of all the people in our society have achieved significantly more than all the others put together. One of the distinguishing features that set them apart from the rest was that they could see their goals clearly and were able to plan their life. To illustrate this hypothesis, there was an experiment at Harvard University initiated in 1953, where all the graduates were questioned about whether they had a life goal and how they aspired to achieve it. It turned out that less than 3% possessed concrete goals and had a clear understanding of what they wanted from life. By following the students' paths through the succeeding 25 years, it was found out that those very graduates succeeded in all aspects of life, much more than the rest taken as a whole. This is completely understandable, as everything from a business to a construction project is started from a business plan or a design. The more time we spend carefully thinking through each detail, the better the results will be. Who would want to live in a house designed in a hurry, or to drive a car made by a careless engineer? But unfortunately, we are even more careless about our lives. Practically none of us know exactly what we want from life. I can state this with confidence on the basis of interviewing thousands of people and conducting different seminars, training sessions, and lectures in many countries all over the world. I was really amazed to find people taken by surprise by these questions. And even when someone did answer, it was immediately clear that they were not sincere and that the answers were not thought out. As a rule, the declared goals were either too material or appeared to be beliefs memorized during the course of some spiritual practice. Only a few people said that their goal was love, and only a few successful businessmen had their life's mission out to paper and knew what they wanted and how exactly to get it. I also came across the other extreme. After taking some seminars and courses, they had their plans outlined in multi-page documents. These plans included purchasing several villas in various parts of the world, a helicopter, a yacht, and so on. The only thing that was necessary to achieve this was to have as much success in business as possible. Whether we like it or not, the law of this world is if we do not write our own life script, someone else will do it for us.